How's Reggie Wilkerson playing?
Oh, he's doing well. You know, I mean, he's still in a learning process. Everything's new to him. All the verbiage is new. You know, not being here obviously in the spring, but he's having a great camp so far.
What's the toughest thing for a guy like him to get?
Terminology, Randy. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Just trying to. He's played all the things that we're playing. I mean, most it's like NFL or college. I mean, everybody's playing somewhat of the same defenses, same offenses. Terminology becomes the biggest change, and then some of the techniques of how we do some of the stuff we do.
Coach Campbell said he added 15 pounds. How much has that weight helped him?
Oh, it's helped him a ton, you know, and I think it's given him some endurance and, you know, some stability out there, being a little bit bigger body.
How has the change in the practice schedule affected you, specifically the defense?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I don't think it really affects you. It's changed for sure. It's different. The whole schedule is different. Personally, I like it. You know, I like it. You know, I think our guys are responding well. I think it's all what you get done. It's all the how you do things. But it is different. There's no questions. As long as I've been doing this, it's different. But I think I like the schedule. I think Coach Campbell's done a great job of organizing what we're doing, and we're maximizing every single minute of every single day for sure.
What do you see out of the star now that DeAndre's staying at corner and you got, I think, McEnroe or Everett listed?
Yeah, same. I mean, we're just doing the same things we've done a little. I mean, the same. I mean, it's all that is pretty similar in what we're doing. You know, I think it's given us a little bit of depth by, you know, where we're putting some different people and that kind of thing. But I don't see a bunch different. I just think it's personnel of who we're playing in spots, and, you know, trying to get some depth along the way, getting pairs and spares in there.
How do you evaluate where you guys are on the whole as a defense, you know, 10 days in?
I just, you know, we evaluated every player, every play, every day, grade every single snap of film. You evaluate all that stuff. We're still inputting. We're still putting in game plan. We're still adding stuff every day. We did goal line today, short yardage today. That was all completely new. Yesterday we did third down and long. So the third down package, some of those base fundamentals are in. Everything's different. We're still implementing stuff through this weekend, and then I think by Sunday we'll sit down and say, hey, this is the direction we need to go, this is the direction we can't go, and we'll sort it out from there. But we're still putting stuff in right now.
What have you guys seen from Marcel Spears, that linebacker?
He's done a good job. He's gotten better. He gets better every day. Really athletic, very explosive, and runs really well, can cover in space, can do those kind of things that we need him to do.
How much do you expect his role to, I guess, change from last season to this?
Oh, I don't know. I think it'll change some. You know, he's earned the right to play some more, you know, and I think that's the biggest thing that you would say.
How much better do you feel depth-wise across the entire defense right now?
I still think we have to work on depth. You know, I feel better about it. Yes. You know, we still have a lot of new faces out there. I mean, that's what's crazy. I mean, it's, not necessarily young faces, but new faces. And you know, with new faces, there's learning curve. You're getting terminology, still putting things in. You know, I feel better about it. I think. You know, again, there's a lot of new faces, and we're still teaching. And but I love the want to and the will to for sure.
McEnroe's listed at linebacker and I think that star safety. What can he be, that nickel guy or?
Oh yeah, I mean, he'll be the nickel guy. He'll be some linebacker guy. Very versatile, very tough, plays fast. Again, we're still in that process of where we're putting everybody and what we're doing with them, but definitely, you know, playing nickel and some linebacker.
What's allowed him to really progress?
I think being here a year. You know, I think same thing that we're talking about with all the other guys, the experience of terminology and understanding what we're expecting and what we're doing and what that position's role is, all those kind of things.
We've talked a lot about Joel, but how's his understanding of the terminology and his progression as he gets more used to the defense?
He's getting better every day. You know, every snap is a learning experience for him. Every day you'll see him make a couple more plays. But again, I keep it all in perspective. The guy's played, you know, Mike linebacker for 15 practices plus the 8 we've had now. So he's as good as he can be for playing linebacker at 20-some, and he'll do nothing but get better and better and better. And made 2 more plays today that were incredible.
Do you expect him to be at the point he's at right now when you guys did this?
I do. I'm just being around him. Sure you do. You know, I mean, there's nothing that guy, you know, there's no can't or won't or that guy, that blood system in his doesn't work that way. So no, I'm not surprised at all.
What's an example of a couple of those plays you keep seeing pop up? Is it a
Oh, I
hit?
think
Is it
I just think the idea that what he sees he reacts to. He's starting to trust what he sees now, whereas before it was just, oh my gosh. Now I think it's, hey, there's a scene, go make a play. He's made a couple again today, run-throughs, just some natural things that you would think guys that have played that position for 4 years would do. Naturally, he's starting to do some of those.
Is he better in pass defense, run defense, or is there a difference really?
Yeah, there's a lot of difference, right?
I mean, in what he's doing.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I think. I don't know. I think he's doing a good job. He's learning both. Again, it's all different for him. The one thing that allows him to do both of those, in all fairness, is he can run. The guy can athletically run. You've seen him do that on offense. He can run with two up the seam. He can run with a man-to-man coverage. He can athletically run and cover people and do things. And that's a blessing when you're trying to do what he's trying to do.
Are there any younger guys that maybe stuck out to you?
Oh, yeah, I like our younger crew. I really do. The young corners, I think, are solid. Our secondary guys that came in are solid. I mean, that whole group is solid. The linebackers have been good. Our guys up front, they're really big-eyed. But you just sit and watch them, and we just scrimmage with them for about a half an hour, and I like all those guys. So I wouldn't individually pull a guy out. I think they've all done a really good job, and I think we have some guys that could possibly help us down the stretch. It's a long way from that yet, but there's some talent in that group for sure.
Has Kamari benefited from having that surgery, getting healthy, and maybe taking some time off in the spring?
Oh, I think so. I don't know if he ever benefit from taking time off, but I don't think he would look at it that way. But I think benefited from getting the surgery. I think he feels better. I think he's mentally better. He's had a really good camp so far, had a great summer. Has trained like crazy, so I think, yes, the advantage of him having what he had done is mentally helped him to play faster. He still, again, missed the spring ball with a new staff, so he's still catching up on some things, but man, I love what he's doing out there. Had a great summer.
I know you're focused on defense, but what do you see your corners going against some of the size that the offense has had?
Really big dudes, for sure. I looked out there yesterday, and you look across those 4 or 5 guys that they send out there, and there's big bodies out there, there's athletic bodies out there. They're all over the place. They're moving around. They're doing all kinds of unique things, and the bottom line is they can all run fast and catch, and that's what they've been doing. It's a great challenge for us. I love it. It will do nothing but makes us better. Absolutely. Every minute. If you're a secondary coach, you want to go against real dudes every day, and hope they wear you out some days, and I hope some days you get them. And that's what we're getting at. It's great competition. Those corners and veteran safeties and that group of wideouts, it's competition. It's the real deal out there every day.